Good evening, footies, and welcome to Foot and Review 428. You may be wondering, where is that silky Dutch voice or that smooth-talking Englishman? Well, unfortunately, it's none of these guys tonight. You've got Grandpapa Mac, a.k.a. the Coach Slayer, a.k.a. the Foot and Review Teddy Bear, going to talk you through tonight's Ultimate TOTS. But, of course, you can't have a novice like me with a great team like this. We have roped in the King of the North, the Foot Gaffer, Mr. FIFA Database. Ingve, how you doing, my friend?
Good evening, mate. Good evening. I'm doing well, thanks. And I hope you're doing well as well.
Yeah, I'm doing well. And just for the people who can actually see, there is a reason why John's not on tonight, because he doesn't actually have a beard.
Yeah,
so it's the beard show. So we look, the two of us are really rocking our Foot and Review hats. We look like proper truckers. And we're going to guide you through Ultimate TOTS tonight. The swaps are out as well, so it's really exciting. Friday. We'll talk about the end of era players, the masterclass as well. Some news for our Discord, and just talking about our Discord, I wanted to thank our Skybox holders, Amar, Reese, Daniel and Artem. Thanks very much, guys, for your support, and everybody else on our wonderful Discord. And if you're thinking of potentially helping the show out financially, you can join us at patreon.com Foot and Review. But I'll not keep everybody back too much, and let's talk about Ultimate TOTS, Ingve. What we got, my friend, tonight?
We got a brand new, well, not brand new squad, but we got a new set of players in one Ultimate squad. You have selected what they think is the Ultimate squad for Team of the Season. I'm not completely agreeing with all of those, but there are some very good players, of course, but we've all seen them before. I was too big absentee in my opinion, though, which I would love to have seen in this Ultimate TOTS as well. That is, of course, Lionel Messi and Mr. Pedri for Barcelona, because both are great cards in game, so I was kind of hoping them to be in so they could drop a little bit more, because we've seen some crazy drops already. I've lost lots of coins on the one player I've bought, but of course that's a great player. I still can use him until the end of the game, so it's not crisis, but I had other plans with the coins I lost, but it is what it is. It happens. Hopefully I can pack something decent from my fodder packs soon, so we'll see.
And just on that then, Ingve, do you think that, what do you think the reason is that the fact of probably not seen Messi here? Is it because Salah's there and has had a better season, or what's it from your opinion?
Well, if you look at the stats, of course Salah's had a better season if you look at the numbers he produced and the awards he got as well. So, but we have several left wingers, and of course we are missing a certain Brazilian called Neymar as well. So I'm pretty sure Neymar had at least similar or maybe better stats than Leao, but of course I think Leao was highly rated in the Serie A, so I can understand that he's in, of course. But yeah, it's not easy to pick everything either, so they had to pick some players, and I guess it's why we got Vinicius for Neymar, because of his had better numbers than him, I guess. And of course Vinicius won the Champions League as well, so, and Leao won Serie A, but of course Neymar, he won the Liga, so he's not without a trophy him either. So, but I think it's maybe to get some variety, but yeah, the prices on for example Leao has been quite high, so this should help him drop a bit as well, of course, and that's nice for people that want to use him.
I think as well, Ingve, I think it's worth saying as well to people who've maybe not seen Twitter or anything like that rewards have kind of changed for Weekend League, haven't they? Am I right in saying there is no Ultimate TOTS now, is that correct?
Yeah, you can't get any red picks from it. It's like the E-Fix, it's like from the 5 top leagues, so you're going to get the player picks, depending on how high. If you get 11, I think 9 wins and above, you will get player picks from the 5 biggest leagues that are 91 plus rated, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So you can get from any of the big, and that is a crazy amount of players. So it's not going to be that easy to get these these players in the Ultimate TOTS, of course, but you will have a chance to get at least Pedri, Neymar, Messi. So, of course, that's a good thing. But I'm kind of disappointed because I've been looking forward to this. Like, okay, Ultimate TOTS, then I know I'm going to play the Foot Champs / Weekend League, and then I'm going to get a great card at least. But now it's like the odds are worse than pretty much every week so far. I think when we had one of the big leagues for red picks, if you got got 9 wins or above. So that's a little bit sad, I think. Put a little bit of puts down the motivation a tiny bit for me.
So are these then Ultimate TOTS no longer available for Weekend League rewards, or is it just that everybody else is available?
Yeah, they are available because they are all in the top 5 leagues. So there's of course a chance, but the odds are less when you can pack from, I don't know how many players in total there are from the 5 leagues, but this is like the odds are worse than they were before.
Yeah.
When they were just a single league. So that's kind of disappointing. I hope that this is something we'll see for the last time, and it changes to just Ultimate TOTS next year. So we'll see.
Fingers crossed. And I mean, for a thing, we asked you who better to ask than the foot gaffer, Mr. FIFA Database himself, to pick his ultimate team from TOTS, and we'll put this in our socials, and people who are viewing the video, hopefully we can get that pulled up for you. But Ingve's went with a 4-4-1-1. Am I right in saying that, Ingve?
Yeah.
And let me just pull this up on my screen. So, do you want to talk through your team and the reasons why you picked these players, and I'll maybe ask a few that you've omitted as well?
Yeah, I'm a little bit biased on at least one or two players.
I did notice that, to be fair.
But if we start in goal, I picked Alisson. It was between him and Courtois. Both are really good goalkeepers, but for me, Alisson has been insane, and I've scored some easy goals versus Courtois that I haven't scored against Alisson when I faced him, so I could have gone with either, but I picked Alisson for that. He's been very good, so I'm really happy about that. I still use him. Right back was a little bit biased since I took Trent Alexander-Arnold, but he was really good when I used him. He probably isn't the best right back, but he can play in so many different systems. If you use him in 3-5-2, 5-3-2, he's great on just attacking up the wing as well, with great crossing and passing and everything. So, and still solid defending. So he's versatile, and that's probably one of the reasons I picked him. Of course, that he's a Liverpool player as well. But Cuadrado does the same thing, but he has a 3-star weak foot. So I preferred the 4-star weak foot on Alexander-Arnold for a defender, because I need him for clearances. If I use a 3-star weak foot one and I am a little bit pressured, I will make a pass that usually goes to my opponent. So that's one of the reasons I picked him, though. And then I picked Marquinhos and Militao because those are 2 great center backs, and I couldn't maybe I'll be able to afford them now since they've dropped. So but they of course link with Alisson as well, so I didn't notice until I picked them, and I hate facing both of them. It's so difficult to get past. So I
especially with that 90 sprint speed as well. Looking at the speed on them as well, got 90 pace on them, 91 and 90, 91 for Marquinhos and 90 for Militao. So
strong both.
The issues that
well,
Jones had with Van Dijk, isn't it? He won't have that problem, with those two. I'm sure he'll be happy if he gets those two.
Yeah, great recovery speed as well if someone gets past you. If you have a player like Van Dijk, of course he will be stronger, but if the attacker gets past, he will struggle more to get up to speed, which these two guys doesn't. So that's why I picked them. Left back was kind of a hit and miss, but I picked Theo Hernandez. He's also a versatile player. He can play left back, left mid, CDM, center back as well. And he is very strong. I found that to be an advantage because usually you face quite fast and light wingers, but he also has the pace as well, and he's strong, so he has an advantage, and he can win headers if you face back post crossers as well. So that's the reason I picked him. And then right mid, I picked Messi. I've used the card in draft, and he was insane. He felt much quicker than the stats. Better passing, better dribbling than I thought. He maybe I had a good connection or something, but he was just crazy. And the shooting from him from everywhere, finesse, just power shots and everything went in. So that was a great card, and I don't think there's any better right wingers, at least that I've tried so far.
Would you not have considered Salah, especially you being a Liverpool fan? Did you think about him or?
I've used Salah in draft, and he didn't feel as good as Messi.
Right.
Salah's weak foot was 4-star as well, but he didn't feel like 4-star, and he felt a little bit more sluggish on the ball. So Messi just super snappy, super acceleration and everything, and that's why I picked Messi though.
Okay.
And then Bellingham is one of the centre mids. Just crazy good all-round centre mid. Same with Pedri. He's a little bit more lightweight, a little bit faster on the ball, but he complements Bellingham really well, I think. Also, very cool card to use. I used in draft. Also liked his Future Stars card as well. For Pedri, crazy good passing and good on the ball and everything. So very fun player. And of course on the left, I picked Neymar. Mane was quite close because I packed him and I really like that Mane card. But Neymar, he's a step up as well, and better as a striker than Mane is. If you want to move in there, Mane is a little bit inconsistent with the finishing, but Neymar is very clinical. So that's why I picked him on the left. And centre forward, that also can play, of course, centre mid as well. Lucas Paqueta, just crazy card. I faced him a few times and I struggled so much to be able to get close to him, to stop him. He's just all over the pitch. Great shooting, great on the ball, wins the ball. He can do pretty much all. He can play almost all over the pitch as well. If you pack him, you're very lucky if you can fit him as well. Just sub him in. It's a crazy good card. So that's a one awesome. I wouldn't mind packing. So and striker, I picked Cristiano Ronaldo. Is just crazy clinical. I used him in draft as well. Scores pretty much everything. He's not probably the most fun player, but if you need goals, he will deliver them. So if you just want the ball to end at the feet in the 90th minute in front of goal, that's probably one of the top 2 players, at least I would want from the team of the season, to be on the ball to shoot.
There's always been a complaint about him, Ingve, of being a bit clunky in game. Do you find that at all, Wilm, or is this card just that little bit better?
He's not, of course, as agile as players like Paqueta and Mbappe and stuff like that, but he is so strong, and with his body type as well, he's so difficult to get off the ball, and he is very good in the air as well. So in crosses and corners, he is a big threat every single time. If you use players like Mbappe, he won't be that threat in the air. I would say Ronaldo is a more complete striker than.
Even so, I mean, when I look at that team, if the team is coming in itself at 18.5 million coins on the PlayStation and 15.7 on the Xbox and just short of 19 million on the PC, I mean, it's a cracking team. But I suppose the question a lot of people will be asking is, no Benzema or Mbappe? Is Ronaldo that much? Is he that much better than them? Strange, I mean, I've never used the Benzema card, but it looks a great card, and we know Mbappe's always been really good this game.
Well, I have said so many times that I'm not a fan of Mbappe as a striker. He's fine out wide, but he misses big opportunities. I've lost. Well, of course, I can't only blame Mbappe. It's me as well, because I'm not the best player. But I know I would score if I had the same chance with the team of season Jota. But Mbappe, he would miss them. So he hit the post a lot, hit the bar, and at least for me, no matter which chem style, he felt slower than his stats every single time on every card I've used. I only think the non-inform card in the beginning of the game felt up to his stats because of all the other players were not close to him. But now, I don't know. Just for me, at least, he feels off. But of course, I don't do crazy much skilling or anything like that. But he's good out wide. But as a striker, I don't trust him to win me games in clutch moments when I need it.
So, no, I mean it's a cracking squad, and John, who's listening, and he's put no Virgil van Dijk. I think that's a bit of Dutch bias there, Ingve, don't you? Even though you're a Liverpool fan, I think John has been slagging him off for being slow as well. And so I'm no surprised he didn't pick him. But he did say the pros from Hewlett. If you check out Team Hewlett, check out their socials. They've also said Virgil van Dijk, Marquinhos and Alisson. So just a slight difference there between your team. Amar, who's also in chat, which you do get access to if you join our wonderful Discord. He's put no Mane, but I think you've mentioned that. I love the Mane card. He's a mainstay of my team. He's a great in the air. I'm not so sure he's that in real life, but in the air in this game, he's absolutely brilliant. For that, but John does say that Virgil van Dijk's back in the team, but I think we need proof of that, don't you, Ingve? I think he's maybe just saying that to us there. But that's a cracking team, and I think a lot of them have made it also into Ultimate TOTS as well. John's showing us his team. This is the beauty of it. Actually, for people behind the curtain, John is actually listening. He's helping producing tonight, and on the screen he's flashing the Virgil van Dijk card. But I would hasten to add that John and I did play live, and he did get beat off myself, a player who gets 9 wins most weekend leagues there. So let's take that with a pinch of salt as he cuts us off probably.
Yeah.
just before we finish on TOTS, and we've talked about it for the last 5 weeks, what's your actual feeling about the promo itself, Ingve? Are you impressed this year? I think last year was a little bit disappointing. How do you feel this year about the actual promo?
Mixed. I feel the pack weight has been off and strange. I've done so many SPCs and player picks, and I've done the guaranteed ones, and I always get the worst one there. Of course, that's if I got all the best, I probably would have a different opinion. But I've had lots of friends say the same thing, that it's so difficult to get the big guys, and they spend lots of money as well, and not even being close, and buying the 125k packs and getting an 83 or 84 80 card as the best one. It's a really big letdown. So when we're in June, I was hoping that we would get a bit better pack weight, so we'll see more blues, but so far not for me. And the SPCs, there's not been many really, really crazy good cards either, and no big icons, top icons since we had Maldini ages ago, I feel. And now we just got the latest... was it Pirlo we got now?
Yeah, Pirlo,
Yeah, like 250k icon now in June. I would rather see one of the big guys like Cruyff, Hullet, Pelé, all the Ronaldinho, something like that, so we had something to grind towards, rather than Pirlo. But Pirlo would have been fine probably in January, but not now.
Yeah,
for me at least. So and there's been so many other player SPCs which hasn't been like, wow, I really want to do it, but I'll do it since I have dupes, so I kind of need to throw them somewhere. So that could have been. For example, we got these new end of an era cards now today.
Okay, so we'll go on to that then. Let's talk about them then, Ingve, because that is the new promo that's out, isn't it? You know, there's a few Ingve era cards there.
That's I would have wanted players like that. For example, when we had La Liga, why couldn't we have had a premium end of an era Aguero SPC then, for example?
Yes. And
in Premier League, for example, end of an era Mark Noble or something like that, crazy juiced card as well with upgraded skill moves and work rates, all the big shebangs. That would have been perfect for each league to have at least one of those cards, and a flashback, of course. And then SPCs from position which didn't have that good options already in the team of the season. Like, for example, I know I might sound biased, but for example, Andrew Robertson, SBC or objectives or something like that would be nice for Premier League because he had a crazy good season as well. So something like that. Those would be top end players, at least for me. And the ones we are getting, Lopez and stuff, it's like, people won't go crazy for those. At least not many.
I suppose you could have an end of the era Mane or Salah come the end of the season as well. You know, if they move to Bayern Munich, Mane going to Bayern Munich, maybe an end of the era one there.
I'd rather have an end of an era Origi, to be honest, because I have his showdown card and he's great, so that would be fun. And it would be nice if we got those Player of the Year SPCs like Kevin De Bruyne, or now Salah won one from the PFA as well. Yeah. So we get the 97 rated Team of the Season card or similar or better. So, for example,
is it just a bit of a filler, do you think, this end of an era promo then? I mean, because it's in Ultimate TOTS, so I thought it was a promo after Ultimate TOTS, but this could be getting dangerous to get swallowed up. You know, when you're up against those cards, you know, the 98 Benzema card, 97 Mbappe card, and you're looking at it, you got Juan Mata, who, you know, or Cesc Fabregas. You know, I'm not sure that's going to float really empty's boat, is it?
No, and I kind of wish that EA did something with the work rates and weak foot as well. For example, Mata has medium, and 4-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. Just give him at least 4-star weak foot and high medium work rates, for example. That would help. And Fabregas as well, give him 4-star skill moves and maybe high work rates or high medium for him as well. And Angel Di Maria, give him 4-star weak foot.
I mean, was it a 2-star or 3-star he's got, the Di Maria card? I mean, it's...
The first one, his non-inform has, I think, 2 stars.
So, and the era card, I had a quick look at it, but when I seen it, it was
3-star.
4 or 5. 3-star. I mean, surely at this stage of the game, I mean, the end of the era card, they could make it 4-star at least, isn't it? Because every special card that's come out has been 4-star, 4-star.
Yeah, lots of Team of Season card I've got there upgraded, both work rates and the weak foot skill moves. So why not do it on this? So these are perfect cards for doing stuff like that, and we're in June as well. So, and then these would compete with the Team of Season. Di Maria would be high up with if you got a 4-star weak foot. So there's a little bit of a missed opportunity for EA, I think.
No, and I mean, it's an interesting concept, and I'm sure we'll see Insignias before he leaves to go to Toronto. He leaves Serie A to go to Toronto, so there'll be some of those players as well, and that'll be an interesting card as well. But just on that as well, just before we finish with TOTS, Ingve, we've got swaps out, haven't we? A chance to use these blue cards that we've been collecting. They're out today, and they've run to the 17th of June. Off the top of my head, so a week today, I think they run out. So if you've got them, get them used. Any advice for our listeners or our viewers? What you'd suggest they pick if they've got, say somebody's got maybe, let's go 17 tokens, because that's not an insurmountable number to get if you just play the game.
Yeah, it all depends on if you're a gambler or not, of course. But I don't think if I had 17 tokens and I don't think I would go with Roberto Baggio, for example, for 16 tokens. Right. That would be, I would rather just buy him or do a gamble as one of the 84 times 20 pack or something like that. For 17, I wouldn't do the... If you are just running in one league, then I would probably select the cards for that specific league, the player picks. If you didn't already have lots of them, if you have packed lots of them, then I would go with just what we call the fodder packs.
Fodder packs.
Yeah, that's. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will go with the 84 times 25 rare players pack for 15 tokens. You could be really lucky, or you can get some good fodder and not so lucky with what you want. But then you can probably do a good SPC later on as well. So I was thinking about doing the Serie A one for 15 for the five cards player pick. But then I think I might want to do SPC later, so maybe I should just go with the 15 of to get the.
So if you're doing the Serie A one, Ingve, who's it you're actually hoping to pack then, just in case our good friend Scooter is listening to us from EA? Ingve's like to get this. What's the card we want to get, Ingve?
From Serie A?
From Serie A.
Dybala would be great, of course. He looks crazy good.
I'm sure we can see John smiling there because he's actually packed him tonight. He got in the player pick. I think there's definitely something in that. Scooter's been listening to us, and John's got Dybala.
So that's
he's giving us. Sorry, people who can see us, he's actually telling us to be quiet because we don't get Scooter to get into trouble, do we?
No, probably not. so that would be, of course, if I wanted. But I have a few of course, the bad ones, and I wouldn't mind a Tonali, for example, because that looks like a great card. I could use him, of course, Leao, but I don't see that as very realistic. So for me, it would be. I don't think the odds are in my favor to get Leao, Tonali, Hernandez, or Dybala. Those are probably the ones I wouldn't mind getting. So I would be really happy with Leao, Dybala, of course. Okay, not too bad about Tonali because it's a great card. But of course, with my luck, I would probably get Immobile or some Immobile.
It's a great card.
But I have him already.
Chiro is a great card. I've used him. He's actually putting out prime icon moments on Chiro, so if you can use him.
It's a good card, but I have him and I have Koulibaly.
You've got him already. You're guaranteed to get him again. Let's be honest.
So that's why I think maybe I shouldn't do that and be disappointed. I could be really, really unlucky and get Bremer and Skriniar and Kalahanu and Brozovic and Mainan as picks, and then I would almost be crying, I think.
Well, I mean, Adam took the fodder pack. Adam, our new coach at Foot Coaching, and he got Trent Alexander and 2 rest of the world tots. I don't think he packed the best right back in the game, James Tavernier, because he would have been telling us Adam's a massive Rangers fan like myself, and if he'd got the best right back in the game, he'd be delighted. But anybody who's doing it, you've heard what Ingve says. Best of luck, and share what you get. Let us know in the socials what you've got cool. At MD on the Discord as well. We'd love to find out for that point of view. And just talking about the Discord, I don't know if you managed to catch it, Ingve, the Defending Masterclass that they did on this week. It was free to our Discord members. I have to say it was absolutely brilliant. Amar and John. Amar is also a new coach at Foot Coaching, took it, and it was great. Really, really good. It's free to all our Discord members, which only costs you €1 a week or £1 a week to join, just over that, I think. And part 1, which was it was actually basic. I mean, but I think calling it basic was very unfair because the stuff on it was tremendous, and it helped me yesterday with Rivals. I've went 5 games undefeated after watching the masterclass, and also won 5 games in the Serie A Cup as well. So again, part 2 is coming soon. And that's also free to our Discord members. Anybody that joins, you'll get access to that. And also can't also recommend any great more that the other masterclasses took place. And if you join the Discord, you get them at 50% off for all the reasons to join. And if you don't want to join the Discord, which we understand and we really appreciate everybody listening, you'll get it at footcoaching.com. You can actually sign up and buy these masterclasses. And I'll tell you something now, it will take your game to the next level.
Yep, that's true. I've learned a lot of the masterclasses so far. I think I need to kind of see the defending one a few times because that's what I struggle the most with. So when I know that one by heart, I think I should be okay. That's the biggest problem I have is my defending. I usually score goals, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's been great. I mean it's great, and I mean and John said himself as well as and when you try and change your game, you will find it a bit hard at first, but it helps you concentrate and keeping the stuff that the guys Amar gave as well is great, and it's interactive as well. So if people want to join, you'll get part 2. You can ask questions. It's not just sitting there watching somebody on screen. The guys will stop. They'll answer questions for you as well. So for that point of view. There as well.
Great
also,
stuff.
John asked me to mention that if you'd like to buy us a cup of coffee, which you can do, www.buymeacoffee.com/foot and review. we'd love you to do that as well. But again, if you can't, and we understand times are hard at the moment, and leave us a 5-star review, or on Spotify, give us a thumbs up. It makes a massive difference, and it gives us all a bit of a boost as well. Just also on the Discord, and we're going to start on Monday, Ingve, the Foot Cup again. But this time it's crossplay. So you Xbox boys can't hide from the PlayStation guys anymore. We're coming for you.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. It's going to be a few interesting matchups there, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we've got the players, the top players, including yourself from the Xbox, going to take on the top players from the PlayStation, which I don't include myself, I hasten to add. But guys like Tommy, who won the last one, and sorry, I don't remember with the PlayStation one. It's going to be great fun, and this one will crown the ultimate champion in the Discord. It's like the Champions League, so it's group stages. Daniel R won the PS1 as well, so congratulations to him. It's cross-play, as I say, and it's like the Champions League, so you go into the group stages, then the knockout. How did you get on last time, Ingve? Are we allowed to ask you that one?
What? I don't understand.
How did you do the last cup? Did you make it through the group stages, or? No,
I just missed out, so I lost my last match, so... It was close. It was a kind of group of death, the one I was in. So we had 3 players with I think it was just 1 or 2 points different from me to the top one. So, but it was very fun though. I got some great opponents and I had great fun. So
brilliant. And so
again,
to MD who's thinking of joining the Discord, if you join by Monday, we're starting on Monday, you will be automatically entered into the cup, and it's a great bunch of guys. And I say the Discord, a great bunch of guys, as I just said there, and the cup's going to be great fun. Chance to take on Ingve, take on John, take on the new coaches, and even John saying I'm actually going to miss Monday because I'm not going to be here, but John says I've got to enter. So it runs until the end of July, and easy wins if I'm joining. So if you're thinking of joining Discord, you get me an easy win, no problem at all. The only players that I beat are coaches, so we'll leave that there.
Okay, that's true.
Anything you want to add, Ingve, before we finish up the show? I mean, we've covered a lot tonight. There's a new player out called Denya. She's got some stuff in the store. Denya Castellanos. She's Venezuelan. She plays for Man City, I believe. Is there anything else you want to bring up tonight that you've noticed, or any cups? Sorry, Ingve, just before I ask you, have you actually tried those Golden Goal cups?
Yeah, I've done it. I've got all the wins I needed, but I didn't get anything in the packs. But it was quite fun though. Just golden goal. I liked it. So
do you think that's something that EA will keep going for the rest of the year, or maybe take it to FIFA 23?
I hope we will see it more, and I hope we will see it next year as well, of course, because those when there's so many objectives you need and can do for tokens and everything. You have icon tokens, you have swaps token, you have champs, you have rivals, you have squad battles, and then this comes along. Of course, it's a fresh breath of air to just go the golden goal, and people have to quit if you score first. So if you're a little bit lucky, you can go quickly through the 5 wins you need each day. And still have time to do champs or rivals or squad battles if you want to do that. So I think that's a good way forward. I sure hope we don't get some kind of cup where we need to score 6-7 goals to crown a winner with extra time. Yeah, that's gonna take a while, but yeah, but it's fun. It's fresh. I think I like it.
And then just we've got one final question there, and it's from Alf, who is a first owner, a Fokker as we call it in the Discord. So he's asked the question. I'll read it out, and you can let us know your thoughts, Ingve. So, is it viable to only play rivals and only complete objective players you want without falling behind the power curve? I need to cut back on the amount of time I spend on the game. Easy to do that now at this stage, but is it shooting yourself in the foot doing this at the start of the FIFA cycle? I don't have a real talent for trading, but know that as an option to stay afloat. Just tired of the foot grind, and know less foot will be better for my mental health, but don't want to give it up completely.
Well, I can answer that. From the start, I did the first weekend league, and then I didn't do any weekend leagues until team of the season started. And I still had competitive team and went to elite in rivals pretty much every month, almost, I think. And I'm not a good trader either, so I did some trading, but not much because I don't have much time. So I still think it's more if you just need a little bit of luck with in rivals and with your packs there, of course. And if you have time, you can do trading and get packs that way as well, of course. And you can do drafts instead because there's golden there as well. So I don't think you need to grind champs rivals to be able to have a competitive team at all. And of course, it saves you a lot of stress. I'm really happy I took it easy in the beginning.
Mm-hmm. And so, for that point of view, then Ingve, you're not going to find yourself, behind the power curve. I mean, I know at the start of the game, you really want to be as strong as possible to try and get the best team possible, but it's not affected you. You've still got quite a really strong team, haven't you?
Yeah. I have, of course, bought a few players. I didn't do the first owner thing, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to do the first owner thing next year because I'm tired of checking prices several times each day for not to lose coins and kind of fall behind on that way. If you have untradeable, then you have the players, you're not going to lose any coins on them. You can just enjoy them, and if you get a better one, great, then you use that one, and just it's so much less stress to go that way, I think.
Yeah, I mean, all I would add, and there's another follow-up question on that from, I think it's from Amar, is the question actually, I'll ask Amar's question first is, Amar's asking, do you think a small change is needed to rivals where early season is too tough for lower skilled players, with the power curve in mind?
Oof, that's difficult. I think he means when we get relegated and the good players are there as well. Of course, that's can be quite hard, but you can also use it as a learning curve too. When you face really good players, to become better yourself. If you can keep your motivation up and don't get too much down, you just have to accept. Okay, I'll lose matches, but I'll learn from them and pick up things from better players, and that will help me going forward as well. Or you can just do objectives and things for a few days when the good players have already been promoted, and then you can continue in rivals that way as well, of course.
So you'd like to see a continuation of the ladder scheme then for next year then, or?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit better when it wasn't that easy to get promoted. Now it's a little bit harder to get promoted quickly. In the beginning of the game, it was quite easy to jump to divisions because checkpoints were quite quick and you could go really high, really, if you got lucky with the matchmaking, and then suddenly you were maybe 2 divisions higher than you should be, and then you lost until the season ended. That wasn't fun. So with the type of checkpoints we have now, that could work, I think, yes. But we could maybe add an option if do you want to promote or not. Then people can just stay in the league if they want to, or something like that. I'm not sure that's going to happen, of course, but of course you can lose a match if you don't want to get promoted. That's also an option. But I think it's better the way it is now than it was in the beginning, at least.
Yeah, and I hope as well that they keep the 90 games one as well, because that is a reward for people who play the game, a fair bit, the 20, 50 and 90, and it gives you a chance to get caught as well. And what I would say to Alf is just remember it's a game. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it's hopefully it's not going to affect your life too much, but no, playing it and just have fun. I know he's a real active member of the Discord as well. So just have fun with it, and I don't think you're going to lose out greatly at all. And,
no.
Next year we're going to make a slight change to the first owners, but we'll talk about that as FIFA 23 comes forward. I've not sure yet about the ladder system. I'll be honest with you, I've enjoyed it a little bit, but I do enjoy the fact that it's 4 wins and 8 wins to get the best rewards. It gives you something to do.
That's nice
as well. It's been good. Just as well as to mention is on Monday's show, we've got a special guest. Inta is coming on, and she will, I think, probably be the first ever female presenter that we've got on the show. So that's going to be great. You get her on Twitter at the moment at Chick FIFA. So that's Chick FIFA. You can speak to Inta there. Any questions you got, please send them into the show. You'll get us on Twitter, anywhere at all, Anchor FM if you want as well to leave a message. And it's going to be a really, really interesting show, that one, and really interested to see what her feelings are on the game as well from a female point of view from there as well. Anything to add, Ingve? Are you playing weekend league this weekend? Are you going to go for it?
I'm qualified, so I probably will go and at least get 11 wins. I'm not sure if I'm going to try hard to get more than that, but I think I should go at least 11 wins just to see the player picks. You never know. You might get something cool. And
just finally then, where can people find you if they want to chat to you?
They can reach me on Twitter at FGdoni. They can find me Ian Forums at LittleOn95, and of course on our great Discord at LittleOn95.
And likewise, you can get me on Twitter at Foot and Review Teddy Bear, and also on our wonderful Discord under Grandpapa Mac. Again, I think on Monday there'll certainly be less beards come Monday on the show. I don't think you and I are on it if they're there, unless John manages to grow one between now and Monday. But he's saying no, he's shaking his head there. Anyway, I think there's just one last thing for us to do, Ingve.
Yeah. And
we need to
drop it.
Guys, have a great weekend, and I am going to drop it.